Hey, this is Monique Nubia Sunshine coming back to you to find out how did you do with your Body Beautiful assessment. And if you missed the Body Beautiful assessment that I talked about earlier today, I kind of did a mirror gazing video and encouraging you to get your journals. So here's my journal. And I opened up my journal, looked at myself in the mirror, and asked myself some important questions. So if you're interested in getting that portion of the Body Beautiful video, then you have to go get it on YouTube. Now, for the second part of Body Beautiful, and maybe I'm not going to call it parts because you might want to look at it in different, segments. But Body Beautiful, again, is just basically you taking an assessment of who you are, beginning to find that true essential self that is within. And the only way that we can do that is we do self-examinations of who we are, whether it be self-examinations of the physical, because that is the most tangible thing that we can see within ourselves. Our physical self is like the first thing that we think about when we think about ourselves. Then thinking about the mind, which is a part of who we are, but you really can't see your mind. You know your mind is there. They say it's there, but we don't see it. So now it's about, you've done this assessment of your body and you looked at all the things that you liked and all the things that you didn't like. And when you wrote it down, you're to go back to read it and see what it is that you want to improve about yourself. So with that list of what you want to do to improve about yourself, how can you go about doing that? So for instance, if you say, you did an assessment and overall you don't like the way you look, you don't like your size, you don't like your hair, you don't like your mouth, you don't like these things that that visually people see that is you. What can you do to begin to love them? What can you do to either alter them outside of surgery? And I'm not promoting surgery. I'm not promoting any body alterations requiring surgery. I'm all about the natural and the healthy way of doing things. So if it's something that you don't like about yourself in the likes of your size, your weight, well, what can you do in order to change that? What do you think you can do in the most natural way possible to change that? So you have to begin to take an assessment on what can enable you to change those things that you don't like about yourself. And the first thing that I always suggest with people is, if it's a weight or body issue, to start thinking about the things that you eat. Take one day and make a list of everything you eat in that day, being completely honest with yourself. Everything that you ate, from that piece of gum to that salad or that chicken or that hamburger or those 4 hamburgers, whatever it is that you eat, take an assessment for one day and write all of those things down. If it is not enough for you, like for instance, some days I go without meals, and I shouldn't sometimes unless I'm fasting. But if you need 3 days, take a 3-day assessment of what you eat. And then look back at it and look at how much of that food is healthy food, how much of that food is contributing to possibly the way you feel you look when it comes to your weight and your size. And also weigh yourself. And even though, I don't weigh myself really, I don't really deal with scales. The only time I deal with them is if I am tracking my weight. I don't do them on a daily basis. But if it's something that you're looking to do in the likes of losing weight, I would say take your measurements or your weight on the scale. Also take a current picture of yourself completely nude, totally nude. I mean, you have to see if you're disgusted with yourself, you have to see what you're disgusted with. Like when I decided that I wanted to lose weight, I had to take a picture of myself nude. And I had to keep that on file. So that every time that I thought about eating something that was contributing to my weight gain or my physical discomfort in regards to food, I didn't look at that picture and say, I'm not going to do that. So it kind of stopped me in my tracks. So first thing I suggest, journal. Second thing I suggest after you do your journaling of your body assessment from your mirror gazing is to take a picture of yourself totally nude. And then weigh yourself. And add this to your journal, put it inside your journal, and then take I'm going to say a 3-day assessment of the food you eat. 1 day may not even be enough for you to see the patterns. Okay? What you eat and what you drink, what you snack on. Also, pay attention to your language and how you speak. Just pay attention to the words that you use when you talk to other people. And it keeps you conscious as to what's coming out of your mouth, and what you're connecting to the universe. I would say journal it, but we're going to journal everything. We're going to get tired of journaling. So we're going to start with those three things first. Again, doing the mirror gazing exercise and writing down in your journal what you like or you don't like about your body. And then taking a picture of yourself totally and completely nude, whether you love your body or you don't love your body. Take a picture anyway, because after you do this body beautiful assessment of yourself, you're going to see changes, and you're going to see changes that even if you decide not to lose weight, you're going to see changes with your aura. You're actually going to see them, and I promise you that. And then, like I said, weigh yourself. So that'll be your first 3 steps. And then your 4th step will be writing a 3-day assessment of what you eat. So, and then we'll move on to each different step as we go along. So I hope to be able to get some feedback from you guys and letting me know how it works. If it works, or, I mean, we're not doing anything special yet, but just writing things down, but how you feel about it. How do you feel about what you're doing and taking these assessments? And the thing that I want to express to you is, I know people don't have time because they work and they do this and they do that, but make time for yourself. Give yourself about 15-20 minutes out of the day. When you've given it to everybody else, give it back to you. You deserve that. And if you're going to make a change in your life, you have to learn how to put yourself in a place of giving you that you time. That me time that we talk about when we, go get a pedicure and manicure. We'll also take that time out to journal about yourself, to write about yourself, to look at yourself, to weigh yourself, to examine who you are, not just in getting manicures and pedicures and that kind of stuff and that kind of me time. So I'm encouraging you to do that, and I will be back with you again to do another assessment, do another assignment for yourself. And it's not something I'm going to grade you on. It's just something that you need to do for you. It's about time that you start doing exercises to create body beautiful. So I hope this helps, and thank you for joining me. Namaste.